Yay! Oh my goodness. My baby's
Welcome,
back.
everybody. You just
Hey.
got your first thing tonight, which was the honest reaction from Deana.
Awesome.
Because I did not tell her that I was actually restoring
No, I
Freedom
miss
Baby
Freedom
into the video.
Baby. That's
Because
awesome.
it's like a
I
part of
bet you
us that's
everybody
missing.
else is super happy about Freedom Baby too.
Absolutely. As I know I am. Uh, and again, it really felt like it was missing. Like it was just every time we'd start, there was
Every
just like,
time, every time.
it's the baby.
Really sorry we're late, you guys. I will take the heat for that. It's totally my fault.
Well,
And this is not a day you want to be late. Like we've got tons to talk about, so we might run over
we
time.
do.
Like we might run over time. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we do have a ton. There's a lot of stuff that's kind of gone over. I mean, this has been kind of a crazy, hectic week, and as we're gonna
Yeah.
go more into details, but I mean, just the overview of some of the stuff from between the danger cats, a couple more things going on in regards to Palestine protests,
Yeah.
and then of course the main thing is going to be April 1st. So we're gonna get to all of it, and some stuff has been obviously, we had to trim out and choose because again, so much
There
stuff.
was so much.
Um, there was so much, but we're going to get started right away with Ottawa and Danger Cats, which was we knew they had a show that they had scheduled for the weekend of Easter, and originally it was booked, I believe, at Yuck. Was it Yucks? Oops, sorry. No, no, it was at Laugh Lounge. That's right, it was
Yeah.
Laugh Lounge because you
Laugh
and I
Lounge.
both know Laugh Lounge quite a bit.
Yeah, and it was weird because
It was very weird, and once we found out, and a lot of people reached out, and they shut it down rather quickly.
yeah, they did.
They did,
Yeah,
and
they did.
many of the venues did shut down rather quickly. So that was really, really well done there. But not shortly too long after, we started watching rumors. So, and like, are they going to find a backup? They didn't find one but they found one for Ottawa, obviously, which was the Cuff Cafe. And if you're not aware, the Cuff Cafe is actually just the word fucked spelled backwards.
The
So,
fuck. The cup.
yeah. It's it took me a bit to get things going, but anyways, so it took it got them to to cancel, but the Cuff had a bit of a challenge when they went into it. And we're gonna get into a little bit in regards to it because first of all, when we first got the message saying, "Hey, the show is back in there," and it was announced by the cafe itself, Cafe de Cuff.
Yeah.
And more than likely, they probably weren't supposed to. So I'm not sure what happened. If there's just the usual habit, oh, show's coming up, let's advertise, off we go. As soon as they did, obviously, everybody found out. Everybody inundated these guys, and
Yeah.
just they got hammered. It's literally the morning we got it, boom, everything started going.
I bet you DeCuff was just so happy to
Mhm.
book like a feature that night, like because
They were.
was it
Well,
right after they got canceled from Laugh Lounge? Yeah, right.
yeah. So I mean, these
Yeah.
guys got happy. But they got happy to get Decuff. We're gonna get to a little more too. But I mean, these guys were there happy. Decuff was happy to obviously get something that take 2 nights in their venue.
Yeah, that's what I
And
mean.
that So I don't fault them. But it's one
They
of
did
those.
it in like zealousness, like just quickly,
They
like
did do it
just
quickly.
yeah.
And they didn't really do
No
much of
due
research.
diligence. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't do any due diligence, and that's kind of what bit them in the ass. And everybody I've talked to who's had conversations with the owner has said like they felt really bad. Well, the owners and managers they felt really bad because this is not something they want or represent. If you look at the rest of their venues, they're very much much about the music as well as much about inclusivity. They got all sorts of different acts, including a lot of LGBTQ acts, both pride shows
Right.
or pride similar shows. I believe they have some drag shows that occur there too. So it's just not them. And as soon as this came across to them, they're like, "Holy crap, what do we do?" So luckily, they did cancel it,
Yeah.
which was fantastic news. and again, as I was saying, everything that I was just saying is reflected here. They've got some legal law, and where it gets kind of more messed up is the reasons why they were kind of hesitant and canceling. It wasn't because they didn't, not like they wanted to. It's because they were feeling a little binded by it because of some
Yeah, because
legal
those
angles.
freaking jerks.
These guys, the danger shats, as somebody's called them, hold a small business hostage with a $10,000 cancellation fee, so they can't cancel on them once they find out who they really are. So, and it gets even more insidious than that. So before I let Deana talk.
No, I'm just like huffing and puffing here because it's annoying.
Oh no, I know. But before we get into that, let me show you a little bit more, as Rachel Gilmore did a little bit of coverage on this one.
You guys remember this
Oops.
painfully unfunny comedy troupe, Danger Cats? You know, the one that went semi-viral over its awful merch about serial unaliver Robert Pickton? Oh, and the one I reported as super tight with the far-right extremist group Diagolon. It seems like they may have developed a tidy little grift for themselves. Let me explain. The Danger Cats just had 3 shows cancelled in Ottawa this weekend. In a statement, the venue, Café de Cuff, said they, quote, will not provide any platform or support for white nationalists, and that they do not tolerate fascism, racism, or bigotry of any kind. They said they were absolutely unaware of what this group stands for when they accepted the booking. And they sincerely apologized for not doing research into the group. But this part is really interesting. They said they've reviewed all their legal options over the last 36 hours. Why do I say that's interesting? Well, because the owner confirmed to me what others had said on social media. These guys, who notoriously get canceled all the time for being, awful, according to the owner of DeCuff, charge $1,200 per person per cancellation when that happens. So there's 3 of them for 3 shows in one weekend. That's $10,800 the venue has to pay if they cancel. The owner also told me the venue has a capacity of 100 people, and they were charging $25 a ticket. The owner doesn't know how many were sold because these guys handle their own ticket sales. But even if all 3 shows sold all 100 tickets at $25 a pop, that's still only $7,500. So based on what the owner told me, which I've had other sources corroborate, assuming my math is right, the Danger Cats make more money if they get canceled. Grifter's gonna grift, eh? So consider this a PSA, because now this small local venue says they are working on some ideas to fundraise for potential legal expenses, though they are hoping it won't come to that. What do you think of all this?
Dude.
If it comes to that, I think the owners, because I have a feeling, based on not a whole lot of experience, but I feel like if they had to go to court, probably they would only get whatever they would have sold, like if the venue is full. But I would also say, because the tickets go on sale in advance, that Laugh Lounge should be a witness and say how many tickets had already been sold for their original booking.
Laugh Lounge would know because Laugh Lounge probably had the same deal where just got the
they
venue.
were the ones who were. That's right. That's a very important part. They were the ones who were in charge of ticket sales. Fucking assholes.
Yeah. So the best you can tell is sort of the maximum capacity. Now we've been to Laugh Lounge. I think Laugh Lounge is, I want to say, is about the same capacity, roughly about 100. I can't see more than 100 people in that venue either.
It doesn't even matter because I forgot about that. So,
but but it's still 3 nights, and I don't even recall 3 nights. There is 3 shows. I don't think it was 3 nights, but it is 3 shows because it was 2, I think, on the Saturday and 1 on Sunday.
It's very short-term thinking on their part, though, on Danger Cats' part, because there isn't a comedy club now in Canada because all comedy, it's a family, right? Like it's a net and a family type of industry. So there isn't a venue in Canada that doesn't know about these guys now. So they definitely will. Like, that's what I mean. So it's not very good long-term thinking on their part.
No, I mean,
Almost,
yeah, I got a chance to talk with somebody this weekend about this, who's also in the entertainment industry, and they were saying, like, this is not a very good long-term plan. You're
no,
absolutely right.
it's
You're
terribly
gonna,
planned.
yeah, a lot of these guys, a lot of these businesses are owned, or if they're not owned by, a lot of the owners will own quite a few of these ones, but if not owned by the same ones, they're managed by the same ones, or they're dealing with all the same people.
And
Like,
comics, right?
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah, right.
These guys can be spreading around, and they're all interconnected. Your name's gonna get out there. Your
That's it.
name is gonna get known. But of
Rachel
course,
Gilmore did a video on you. It's fucking out there.
that's out there. They're gonna start talking to each other, and you're gonna have problems just booking the venues. Going, oh, you're the one that gets us charged for $10,000 for this shit. No, no, no. We're gonna have your name on the list beside here of people who are of like, we're not signing a contract with you. No, if you want to come to us, sure, but we're not.
You're fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Chipping people, small businesses, the ones that you claim that you fight for, and
Yeah.
you're fucking over a business that's just trying to start out, hasn't even been profitable up until this point. Like, good luck.
Oh, it's definitely, yeah. I mean, it's
What a
absolutely
hard business lesson to learn as a startup business. That is a hard fucking lesson to learn.
And I also want to see if I'm going to reach out to Cuff to find out. I know some people who are familiar with the place, but you know, some of us have tried to talk about see like what could we possibly do to help them out. I'm like, if we can reach out to some people to do some sort of shows there, that'd be fantastic. We can help promote some of the shows there. Absolutely, we'd be more than willing to help out too. Especially, they booked them. Yes. Is that bad? Yes. Did they kick him out? Yes. But they're gonna be penalized with these guys, and I want to make sure we support it. We don't just like, you know, if we ask for a business to do something tough like that, I want to make sure we support them. Like, you did the right thing. This was crappy that you had to do this. I want to make sure we go out there and show them some love. You know, like same thing like the Ottawa Event Center out in Hawthorne. Sorry, Hampton, at the Hampton Inns. They did the right thing. Totally support, go and bring your events there. I don't support Preston Event Center and never will.
Never will.
At this point.
Nope.
I was so half expecting them to show up there.
Maybe they do. Or maybe that owner draws the line at a serial killer who murdered tons of women, mainly Indigenous women, mutilated them, fed them to his pigs. Like, what the fuck? Is that funny? What part of any of that is funny? Like, it's just so maybe that owner is just like, yeah, no. I would hope every fucking person on this planet would be like, no. Like,
well, to add to it too, now not only do you have
they're gross. These people are gross. They're
genocidal. They have the gross label.
This is the type of behavior that is genocidal. That is what that is.
It's definitely normalizing. It's normalizing just wrong and disgusting conversation and behavior. But I mean, to them to be screwed over, not only do they have the disgusting tag on them, but now even without the revolting thing, because some people just can't see it, they also have the toxic business tag to them now in regards to trying to shaft over business owners,
bad business partners, or whatever. Yeah.
So that's 2 against you. That's going to be tough for your future.
Gross.
It is indeed. Moving on to the Eclipse. Yeah. So, the as everybody knows, the Eclipse is coming up on the 8th on Monday. I'm actually, you know, on a side note before we get into the whole thing, I'm actually going to go see the Eclipse. That's the plan.
Where are you going?
I don't know yet. So the people I'm going with, we're not deciding where we're going till the Sunday. And the reason why is we need to base it based on the weather.
Oh, I guess I shouldn't ask you where you're going anyways while we're
Probably.
It's not
There's
just
that,
you
but
and I having this conversation, as I realize.
feels like it's just us, but yeah,
Yeah,
there's
sorry,
there's a few other eyeballs. But yeah, no, I do plan on going to go see it with some others, and but we're not planning on deciding where we're going to go until sort of the night before, because we're going to base it on the weather.
Yeah,
Like,
that makes
you know,
sense.
so
The weather
some
is-
parts are going to be rainy or overcast, and we're obviously not going to go there. We're going to go find some other places.
I almost died stepping outside right before the show. I didn't like it's full of snow and wet snow and slippery ass snow.
Nice.
Yeah. So
One thing I am going to try to do is I am going to try to film the Eclipse. We got a couple pieces of equipment we're going up there with.
cool.
I'm going to have my big boy camera. I even got a nice filter for it.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so this thing can actually allow the big camera, you guys know which one I'm talking about, to actually stare into the sun.
Sweet.
We also have a telescope.
Are you gonna time lapse it?
Maybe I'm going to do a 4K footage because my camera can't zoom into the sun too well. It gets up to a certain distance, but it's not really a high-end zoom. It's, at least for that.
I know, but it's
high-end
still
zoom for other
cool
stuff.
to see the.
And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to have that 4K footage doing that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be recording it. The telescope is actually going to be logged onto it and tracking it with solar lenses on, so we can actually see the eclipse go across in tight zoom.
That's cool.
There's also going to be a DSLR taking some snapshots, because it's only about a minute or 2 minutes when it actually goes and it cuts across the sun. At the same time, we're going to try to stream it. So that I'm trying to figure out which channels I'm going to be streaming it on. I figure we can do it on our Facebook as well as our YouTube, and I might do it on our main Twitch one at the same time. So if anyone wants to check it out, if we got it going, then you'll be able to see it. There's probably not going to be any audio on it because the Eclipse, there's not really any sound.
So Hamilton, Niagara is going to be crazy. Yeah, they're doing the purge there. That's why Daisy is so afraid of what's going to happen out there. And like, they're actually going to purge.
Well, hang on. Yeah, before we get to that, let's not jump ahead to.
Oh, do we have that?
We have all sorts of stuff. So hang on a second here. There is a lot of crazy. So, but yeah, the Niagara one, as Daisy was mentioning, is right here. Like, what's Niagara planning? Do not fall for it. Do not comply. Niagara region declared a state emergency ahead of the solar eclipse. They're going to come out and they're going to bring up the walls, and it's going to be 15 minute cities everywhere, people. 15 minute cities.
There's going to be war horses with their solar eclipse.
Moon
glasses.
horses. Yeah. They're going to be doing lunar gallops. They're
going to turn into centaurs, actually, and
lunar centaurs.
Yeah, they're centaurs, and yeah, it's going to be one heck of a party. I'm going to go and live stream from there for you guys. Okay.
Right from Niagara? Oh, do it.
Yeah, Niagara, Hamilton. I won't be. I'm just kidding. It's not happening.
I know. So people think would be more than willing to find out. So. The background story I've got in regards to Niagara region, and I haven't gotten confirmation from them, but I get this. I'm surprised a couple other regions haven't done this yet. They've declared a state of emergency ahead of time, not so much for because they're expecting to do all sorts of insidious things. It's just it unlocks resources.
Absolutely. Like, how does he not know this by now? Like, we've had so many states of emergency since COVID. Like, it's not
really. You're gonna ask me why he doesn't understand this?
God,
and
whenever there's a storm, like we've had some pretty wild storms. It's not like I think this sound of it brings out their emotions. State of emergency sounds pretty drastic.
It does.
Maybe because they just didn't take the time to figure out what the actual meaning is, it's still very emotional to them. And it's scary. Exactly. It's scary to them, Joe. They're scared.
It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. They're like I said, visions of lunar sort of moon war horses coming in with lunar gallops, like just it's
unicorns are going to be showing up, you guys.
Unicorns are going to be coming up and farting rainbows everywhere. It's going to be an absolute just nightmare, and everybody's going to get vaccinated in the process.
I think that's heaven.
Pretty much. There we go. under an eclipsed moon. So, yeah, the state of emergency is just
eclipse of the heart. Yeah.
so.
You have
The
to
lunar
bring
eclipse,
the
like I
people
said,
on.
the state of emergency is, and why I'm surprised more regions hasn't done it is just because it unlocks a couple of resources for them. They're not expecting a huge amount, but they do expect some stupidity from people. Like, you can get some idiots who are going to be staring up the sun going, nah, I don't need a mask. I don't need glasses. I'm good to go staring at the sun.
Well, that's okay. That only harms them. Let them look up at the sun. That's not contagious.
Yeah, but they're going to go to the hospital and they're going to have a whole bunch of people there. So they need to have resources to handle that.
Does it work that fast? I thought it just burns your retina, but like you, because of the UVB and UVA, but I don't think you feel that shit.
Well, I'm one of those people that not sure because I don't want to find out. Definitely staring at the sun in general is a terrible thing, and there's a huge amount of things going on that's just a terrible thing.
Yes.
But that said, could it blind you right away? Probably not. Will it do some long-term damage?
Absolutely.
Pretty sure it will.
Absolutely it will.
Or anything in between. So again, they're gonna just do dumb things. You're also gonna see like the whole thing is dark. The flat earthers are gonna be going, this is all a lie.
And then there's going to be the God people who are going to be like, this is the end of times.
Oh, well, hang on. Let's find out what. So this is not the craziest one I got. No. The crazier thing I got was from our friend Nicholas Freedom John Ewanchuk. So
just a second.
Let's see what he says.
Vaccines Baby said it's like a welding flash. You'll feel okay until you close your eyes. And I know what that feeling is like.
Well, don't. Right.
But not because I've looked up into a solar eclipse.
Fair enough. You kept on looking at the weldings.
I'm going to do this, actually.
Let me read off Nicholas Freedom John Ewanchuk. If you guys don't remember him, he was on our show previously because he wanted to put a whole bunch of people on a rope. So, fun guy. Anyways, well, it's just getting better and better for April 8th. Not only is NASA now leaking info that 3 scientific rockets are going to be launched into the eclipse.
Into the eclipse,
yeah. But now the satanic morons are going to try out CERN again in hopes of opening portholes, not portals, portholes, etc. But they admit in interviews recently they have no idea what will happen. Thank you, Magic Hand. And how good or bad that outcome will be. I just ordered extra butter for my popcorn. Non-GMO, of course. Of course.
Wink, wink.
Now, on a serious topic, right here on the soil of Turtle Island, where all the cowboys and
Indians, blah, blah,
blah,
blah,
BS, keeps going on. Let's throw the facts on the table. Genghis Khan. What? There are a few of us who know the cold truth, but trust me.
Cold, hard truth.
Cold, hard truth. Sorry. That's not just the cold truth, but the cold, hard truth. But trust me, many more know, but are too silent and afraid to speak up about it.
Do you know how I know he doesn't know anything about portals? Because he's never read about them. Because if he had, he'd know how to fucking spell it. And
that's why I chose portholes. Portholes. Okay. So when you're out in the water,
No, he watches those shows and movies, and it looks like a hole, and he thinks it's a port. Like that. That's his thinking. Like you have to bring yourself a little bit lower to not too low, or else you might stay down there. But you have to why does he say portholes? I mean, if I was 5 years old, why would I think Oh, I know why I think porthole. If I was 5 years old, it looks like a hole.
I'm just like, oh my God.
Genghis Khan knows the cold hard truth.
It's just it's incredible because I mean these are the guys.
These things.
Yeah, these are the guys right now running around with all these things. Like it's just.
And they're ready to take over the country. They're ready to throw all the politicians in jail. and
Yep.
they're going to run the show for us.
They are. Like, this is what they're planning on.
It will be a porthole to hell if that ever happened.
I'm just like, oh my God. Like, are you serious? But I'm like, and I mean, you got this, you've got Daisy running around and just like crying like the sky is falling. Like I don't get it. Like, I don't get it at all. Like, how did we get to this?
They're so scared of life, too. They're going to go right into that solar eclipse.
Yeah.
Right inside it.
No, I know. It's just...
The solar eclipse will open the porthole. And the porthole will open the solar eclipse. Can't have one without the other. Next.
But they know more than we do.
They totally do.
They don't they?
We're brainwashed.
Yeah.
Because education is brainwashing.
Oh, there was one other one I before we move on. There's one other one I did not capture. And it would have been a long video that would have gone through, and unfortunately we didn't have quite time because it was I think it was today.
Steve. Read Steve's.
Yeah. Oh no. But possibly, but maybe the one that I was watching may have also thought of that too. I came across one live stream and I didn't get a chance to look more into it, but it was from someone familiar to us, Nico.
Oh dear. I can only imagine what that one was like. Oh, you'll have to throw it up in the Nest and Spaces, or just like...
I'll have to see if I can find it and go through and just see if I can make a short clip out of it, but...
That's hilarious.
But, so for those who are familiar, Nico is... he's been... We've seen him in Ottawa, he got arrested, he's very big against drag story time. He's very much for himself, and the army of God is what he calls, but it's just
he actually photoshops art or pictures of prophets like Jesus, Moses, Abraham, and he puts his own face on those pictures. He's turned himself into a prophet, but he's a prophet.
There's no ending to the weirdness, but
so weird.
Yeah. So one of his other many unique and distinct features is that he is a flat earther.
Yeah.
Quite loud about it. He believes in the flat earth. He believes in the firmament, which is that glass dome above the flat earth. And that there's holes at the top of it for the souls to escape. It's a whole thing. And so I did watch part of his stream. I didn't get a chance to really check it out because I had too many things going on, but I just saw it was on Twitch. I started Twitch on Twitter, and I'm like, oh my God, he's and it was captured the flat earth stuff. And I'm like, taking a look, and there's already the eclipse stuff. I'm like, oh, this is going to be good.
It's going to be great.
Flat earther talking about the eclipse. What could happen here?
The disc. Our Earth
disc. It's a disc, and it's the whole thing. I'm just like, oh, dude, it's just like, all right. It's too weird. But yeah. So I'll see if I can find out some more about that. But yeah, he's
So the flat earthers think that the earth is still round, though, because it must be if it has
it's a round disc.
So they do think it's a round disc.
Yes.
Why did they pick a circle? Why couldn't it be a round, like oblong or square or rectangle?
I believe there is there is different sects of religion. There's different sects of flat earthers.
Maybe,
because it's a kind of a belief. It's not science by any measure.
We are the square flat earthers. We don't talk to the circle flat earthers. It's 90 degrees.
They've got all sorts. There's all sorts of bizarreness. I mean, there's. Just to give you an idea of what the sort of the level is here in regards to what it looks like here. Like there's all sorts of different ones. Like some of these are kind of comical and whatnot, but you know, But you've got these guys here where it's like this particular one here, which is kind of reflective of how a lot of the common ones view it. You've got the Arctic at the very top center, and then the Antarctica is the ice wall. Like beyond that is where the White Walkers are, or where you fall off the Earth. And this is why you're not allowed to be there, which is not true. The world is against there. You're not allowed to go down there. It's all part of conspiracy, which is also not true. But hey,
if that was how the Earth was, that's a lot of ice that we have on this.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of ice. But then you also got most of them also believing the concept of the firmament, which is also that nice big glass dome over top of it. There's the crazy thing about this is that it just asks more questions than it answers.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't even know.
But see how the water is falling off the edge of the Earth?
Well, but this is where...
When is it going to empty?
Well, see, the ice wall actually stops it. So if anything, the flat earthers should be completely for conservation and whatnot. Right. Because if the firmament gets warmer,
climate deniers too. I gotta let my dog out.
Yeah, just give me a second. They are climate deniers, unfortunately. So
okay, well, I mean, so then whatever. I'm not gonna try to understand them. You keep talking about this flat Earth. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So flat Earth, these guys. These guys are absolutely bizarre. There's been many people who've challenged them. I remember a particular pilot who's like, who said put out a challenge. He's a Boeing 747 pilot. He's licensed to fly any plane to any place. He's like, if you guys put the money, I will fly you down to Antarctica to end this stupidity. Because he's not a flat earther. He flies planes all the time. It's quite clear. It's round. But he's, and he's like quite willing to fly people everywhere. But no, it's these guys haven't done it because they don't have that much money because there are not that many people. Anyways, that was the entertaining one. And flat Earth, if you guys want to have some fun, go take a look at some of the clips right now. Sorry, some YouTube or any of the clips from flat Earth guys talking about the eclipse. Good shit. Really good shit. It's disconcerting, but it's also hilarious.
I can't hear you, Joe. I can't hear you. I actually
little conversation we had before the stream. She's sitting there looking there. She's talking to Michael. I was like, Joe, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I'm looking at her. I'm like, did you? Oh, if I put the earbuds in, maybe I could listen. I could hear you. I'm like,
oh yeah, check. I can hear you now.
So you may not be aware
of this.
I call that a senior moment. As women become elderly, as they become elderly, they forget things like putting in their earbuds.
I'm just spitting into the profile. It's great. No, it was really dumb. It was such a stupid moment in my life. It was hilarious. I liked it.
I shook my head.
It made me laugh.
We are the giggles now.
Yes.
Going over to Toronto now, to the Palestinian protests that happened last Saturday. There are quite a few things that happened there, that particular one. So most of the event went over pretty peacefully, but we started off with one particular message was from Hada. We said, I left the protest today just before the police blocked both sides of the peaceful anti-genocide crowd and rushed them with horses. People were beaten till they bled, were thrown headfirst to concrete, and were vomiting while police tried to kill Palestinians in broad daylight. Huge message, but let's take a look at the clip. Who I am not as prepared for.
somebody up in the balcony filming. I want their footage.
Yeah, same to you.
Everybody take your phones out and record! Everybody take your phones out and record! Everybody take your phones out and record!
Why are they splitting them up? I guess is one of my questions. Like, what is that?
I think they're trying to clear the streets.
For what, though?
I have no idea.
Like, is there an emergency vehicle trying to get through or whatever? Like, why is there no communicating with the crowd what this intention is? I'd love to know what the intention is. Like, instead of getting the police to start pushing the shit out of everybody, why isn't there some sort of communication device to announce to everybody what the purpose is?
Yeah.
Maybe people would cooperate. Like, I don't fucking understand this.
I'm looking at the location, I'm looking at the crowd at the beginning and everything else. Like, there was nothing here
I
that.
just want to know how it started. Like, you know, like what the fuck? Why did this get? Yeah, why are they kettling? Like, what's the purpose? If there is a purpose, I need to know what the purpose is. Like, to me, I'm seeing a lot going on there. I'm seeing some police officers who genuinely are trying to help people to calm down and push out of the way because there are about to be horses coming and they're like, you need to go, you need to go. What is the overall goal of that, though? Like, what the fuck? And why did they have to intimidation? Okay.
So as Teo Humanist is sort of screaming out, and it's not dissimilar to the other stuff I've been hearing, which is and it's not just Toronto. I mean, we've seen games played in Ottawa. We've seen games played in other areas.
Not just in Canada too. It's fucked up. It is like becoming a normal thing all around. Yes. It's
you know, for Toronto, it's obviously it's, you know, we're seeing the tricks that they're playing down there, which is a lot more like we're like up here. We've got it a little easier in regards to they're just fucking around with bylaw. Like that's what they're doing is fucking around with bylaw. So it still bad.
Like the thing is in Ottawa, it's at least some of the cops, you know, sometimes there are altercations and actually somebody got arrested and in a very terrible, disgusting way by the Ottawa police, by the way, at the Palestinian protests in Ottawa, dragged down the War Memorial steps, head banging against the steps. Like that was fucking bullshit. I'm still waiting to find out what the name of that cop is or the cops that arrested my friend. But anyways,
when was this?
It just happened. At the last one, I was on live and I said, okay, somebody got arrested.
Did anybody get footage of it?
They were supposed to get footage of it because they should have been recording, but I don't know that they did or not. I don't know. I didn't find out. And if the person wants to share, they'll probably share it and we'll see it.
Okay.
If they have
they do.
Yeah. But anyways, but yeah, so like the Toronto police, I was there for a couple of protests. They're fucking like what happened at the first protest, what happened at the Aisha Torah synagogue was fucking disgusting. All of it was disgusting, the whole thing. The police were fucking assholes. People got hit by a car. Nail gun fucking was shot at people and pointed at people. People assaulted by this person. Took an hour for them to fucking do something. The way that they were like behaving the entire time, the way that they tried to arrest that minor girl who did not resist arrest, like fuck off. And luckily she was pulled free. They did not impress me at all. They're fucking, it's bullshit. But I went to the one downtown and what day was it? Oh my God, I'm missing my days. When I drove down there at the last minute, it was a Friday the 22nd, March 22nd. I remember now. Sorry, March 15th, excuse me. yeah, so yeah, they were kind of assholey, but no, they really were assholey. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know.
Which is the
Toronto
weirdest thing.
This is why when I go to protests in different cities, at least I know our cops. Like, at least I know what they do and what they're capable of. It's very different going to another city. Ottawa cops beat me up over a mask. Trials are coming. Ooh. I see. I don't know, Mimi, if that's really what's going to happen. I know it's you, Mimi.
Yeah. So yeah. No, the
Wake up, Ottawa.
Yeah. No,
I
but,
saw your live stream too, Mimi. That was fucking hilarious.
But for Toronto, yeah, it's really, really concerning there. Again, and we're watching the other places too, and it's something we want to continue to highlight. But I think it's one of the other things too, and I think to TO Humanist and as well as others is kind of try to reiterate the entire importance of, if you have a phone, or if you have a camera, or you have some device,
you have to
record everything going on. There is nothing wrong with recording. Sharing it, yes, it's problematic. Make sure you're doing that. There's ways to make sure that you protect people and involved and whatnot. That's not a problem.
When it's something like this, though,
everything.
When it's something like this, like everything should, everybody should be sharing that shit. So we can
it's go through your footage before you're sharing it, but to make sure to protect friends and whatnot, friends and allies, but particularly for regards to those who don't want to be identified. Excuse me, but record everything. Anything you capture might make it a difference, a massive difference to somebody. Like, it's very important. Like, it's huge. Like, get that done.
Yeah, well, look how David Menzies at the Palestinian protests on March 15th was going to try to turn it into something, but my camera was on it the whole time. So it's like, no, here's what really happened.
Oh, no, it didn't stop him from trying.
Well, of course. Of course.
That's a shtick.
Somebody else has to be there to put the truth out there. That's so important.
It's not going to dissuade the thing is that the people that keep giving money to Rebel, like a huge amount of money because again, he goes there, he gets arrested, causes the whole thing. Oh, we need to raise money for his legal defense. He never gets charged or anything.
Clue into the grift.
They're not going to clue in. They haven't clued in now. They're never going to clue in. They're all happy about Menzies. They're never going to clue in that it's a grift, and they're going to keep giving him money because they like to watch him go down there, get arrested, cry that he's arrested and he's being pushed by Trudeau, get released on charges because it had nothing to do with Trudeau.
And they're going to have a part in fighting the man.
They have a part in fighting the man, and all they're doing is just funding a scam. That's all they're doing. And they still don't know they're being scammed.
So they end up pocketing all that money that was supposed to go to legal fees. I mean, the first time that they made all that money and then they didn't spend it in legal fees, why didn't they have a legal fees trust fund? And then they wouldn't have had to grift again for a different incident if they're not actually going to go. They already have that pot of money. Like, that's what you guys donated it for a legal fund. So it should be a fund, which means you don't spend it on anything else but legal shit to do with that incident.
No, it's how they maintain their whole, they maintain the whole thing. So I've got another clip here, and this is about from one of the people talking about sort of like Toronto protests. So TO Humanists, you're still watching here. This kind of relates to Toronto. This actually came from one of the accounts I kind of enjoy watching from Toronto.
Stop arming the genocide of our families and loved ones.
With respect, lots of protests.
Are there any other questions?
Excuse me, have a more respectful tone.
Go ahead. There's one happening right here.
CP24 here.
Thank you, Justice.
Been a demonstrator through force maneuvering at an officer. Then another one assaulted an officer with flagpole uses spear. Do you condemn that? What's your reaction?
Do you condemn that?
I
After hearing what our community had said, our community members had said who were brutalized by the police, I would question any and every account that the Toronto police puts out there.
Yeah.
They put their knee on a protester's neck. They put their knee on a protester's neck, and there was video evidence of it, and the Toronto police came out and said, we did no such thing. They're liars.
True.
We keep us safe! Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe!
I apologize, but the Toronto police has no credibility. They are liars, and what they say cannot be trusted.
Hear, hear.
I am saying I do not trust the accounts of the Toronto police. I trust the accounts of my community members who have come out and said the Toronto police arrested them for quote-unquote assaulting officers, when in reality they came back and said no victim could be found. The Toronto police cannot be trusted. They have shown us time and time again that they cannot be trusted and that they lie to advance their own interests, and their interests are increasing their budget and having more police on the streets. Our interest is to put those funds towards public education, towards transit, towards housing that's affordable, towards healthcare.
Hear, hear.
That is the difference.
Oops. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Oh yeah, no, I especially like so let me see if I get a name. I don't think I was able to get the name from that particular person, which is a bit of a shame. Because they're absolutely fantastic in regards to it. So, oh, sorry, Beatrice Vaisman.
What are they?
Wait, no, sorry, that's not Beatrice.
I just feel like, why would the police,
I was
after,
supposed to ask the question.
Like, they're stupid as fuck when you think about it, because they full on know that every fucking person out there has a goddamn camera on them. Like, you're watching from one angle and you see like dozens and dozens of cameras. Why would they try to lie about what was already all over the internet too? Like, right away, like, this stuff was instantaneous. People are live streaming, people are clipping shit, posting shit. Like, the Toronto police didn't have time to not, like, oh my god, to fucking lie about that shit. Like, they knew.
Or lie well.
Yeah, they knew. They saw.
Well, it's easy. It's easy and quick to lie. To do it well, to get away with it.
They're supposed to be like, they're supposed to model themselves as intelligent and like problem solvers and detectives, and and that's what they come up with. Like, own your shit, assholes. Well,
no, you're supposed to be impartial to protect the citizens and enforce the law. At least that's the image, and that's the sales pitch. Which just, we're not seeing that particular part of the sales pitch coming.
Not even a little bit.
Not even at all. Like, at all. It is just terrible. But again,
after 90 days, I finally got my FOI today. I didn't check it out yet, though, because I've been too fucking busy. I've had a really busy day.
We shall have to find out about that later on for sure.
Later.
But there's one more clip that occurred there, and this one's more of a side piece.
Delia Awad was the speaker. Thank you. Teo Humanist.
Delia Awad? Okay, perfect. Thank you, Teo Humanist. You know what? I will just do that first. That everybody knows. She sounded fantastic, by the way.
Yeah.
But anyway, side note, and I want to discuss this one because there's kind of some interesting points to this particular video.
That's what the convoy girl with the purple hair did to me. What's with that?
So we're here to say that we're a peaceful protest, and we're here to support Israel and the Jewish state and our right to exist in peace.
So when the camera's off, you'll see them doing that. When the camera's on them, they're like, "Oh, we're just peaceful Zionists,
Here's our
fighting for the right for Israel."
Speech. Here's our lines that we were reciting in the mirror for when we were to go on the news or whatever, or we talk to anybody, or we tweet. That's all we want. There's a problem with supremacy and that kind of go-to. It's exactly okay. Anyways, they're like gross. They're disgusting.
Yeah. It was. I mean, it's just, and I don't know if if CTV didn't see that shit before, I'm not going to fault CTV on that.
Well, why would
you know what?
I don't think they would have.
Yeah.
They stand by a while, unless they did the interview before that all happened. You never know.
Yeah. So if, like I said, if CTV was unaware of that activity before the interview, that's one thing. Like if it occurred after the interview and they saw it, then that's something else. But still, it's
that was
I'm iffy on that. I'm like, and that's why I'm saying with if, because again, they global filmed you and decide to make their own story. So
yeah.
There's something else we were supposed to discuss tonight. Something else that's going on right now.
Right now, as we speak.
Right now, some places. I don't know. What is it? Oh, right. This thing.
Block the border carbon tax protest. They come up with these catchy names, Joe. How can you not be like pulled into it? Block the border carbon
tax. Hold the line.
No, it's axe tax as Rachel put it. She made me laugh out loud when I was watching her thing.
Axe tax the. Yeah, no, you get some good ones.
It's funny.
Yeah, just hold the line.
Hold the line. I should have kept that into my video then. I took it out. I think I took it out. I don't know. I can't remember. Cars are already showing up in various locations across Canada, New Brunswick.
Absolutely. We're about to take a look at another Rachel Gilmore video in a second here. But again, quite a few videos. Quite a few images before and including now and coming up. Also from Cookie Lady. They've been working hard. They've suffered a bit of a setback in regards to some technical difficulties, but they're still doing strong.
On fire.
They're still on fire, even at half capacity. Still on fire, especially with the convoy activity going on. And not convoy, but the block the border activity going on. So they're kind of a great resource to take a look in regards to stuff. But we'll start off with Rachel Gilmore to give us a bit of an overview as well as some stuff to digest here. Let me see if I can be a good person who gets this stuff ready, but it's always weird to switch.
There were protests across Canada yesterday opposing the carbon tax, or at least opposing what they believe the carbon tax does. Because real talk, the Liberals have totally screwed up communicating how it works, and Poilievre is fueling the fire with catchy slogans like "Axe tax the." Anyways, you do not have to like this policy, but the fact is that 80% of Canadians get more money rebated back than what they paid in the initial carbon price. The only people paying more are the most wealthy. But those pesky facts didn't stop Canadians from lining highways with their Axe the Tax signs and F Trudeau flags. But if you actually listen to what they had to say, a lot of the folks were just really fed up with how expensive everything is these days. And I totally get that. But if that is the main concern, there are far more effective protests to support, like the upcoming Loblaws boycott. Sadly, though, looking at the Facebook group for the carbon tax protests, a lot of these folks are victims of disinformation. This is an extreme example, but check out this clip from Global News.
Climate change is just a hoax like everything else. Axe the tax!
Here in Ottawa, there was a guy driving around downtown with a huge inflatable sheep. This one, which was also present at some convoy protests, bearing a banner talking about a 99.8% survival rate. Which, if that's about the carbon tax, I have some questions. But obviously, it wasn't about the carbon tax. Much like this post from the carbon tax protest Facebook group talking about a digital currency. Or this one from the Facebook group that talks about Ukraine. Or the person yelling about pronouns. Or the guy who was trying to get RCMP officers to arrest Trudeau. So while I completely understand why people are angry right now, why they feel frustrated they can't afford things like groceries and housing, I hope people can take that passion and anger and direct it in areas that make more sense. Because starting a tax revolution by refusing to pay your taxes, not sure that's the best way to go. What do you think of all this?
Yeah. Well, so everything we know about this is absolutely true, as most people have observed here. Like, complaining about from the most mundane to all the way as crazy as Agenda 2030. UN's taken over. WF is running the country. When you go to these protests of any of these, whether we go to Parliament Hill or any place else, you're going to see not the single message or whatever they're supposed to be protesting, but
all of it. Literally
a ton. I mean, even last year's and you going down this year on April 1st, like literally a year apart. You were there. An exact year difference between La Fauci's La Failure and this year's La Goofy Border Axe the Tax crap. Axe the Facts.
Axe the Facts.
It was it's just, you get down there and it's not just, unlike, like I said, unlike when I go.
Wake Up Ottawa's out of here. Out.
Yeah. The whether you go to any of this stuff here,
You're disgusting, Mimi. The fuck out of here.
They're gone.
Good.
So whether you go to any of these particular ones, like when I go to the Drag Story Times defense, or we go to pro-Palestine events or whatnot, they're always a very singular, simple message. And you go to everybody in the crowd, it's always the same thing. It's for Palestine, it's always free Palestine, ceasefire, free Palestine. As if you go to Drag Defense, it's everybody LGBTQ has a right to exist, and for people to learn. You get to these events, and it's just every bizarre conspiracy. Pretty much like it's going down to 4chan and Telegram, and just it turned into a whole reality. Like, you need to stay in the basement and the internet. That's where you're supposed to be. But no, these guys have got these large banners, and they're showing Rob and Trudeau and saying Agenda 2030, Soros, and then they're talking about there's lizard people, and then they're flat Earth, and Jesus is not there, and just every single person's got a different thing of what's going on.
Yeah,
and it's just
an American flag.
Yeah, the American flag is always a weird one too.
Hilarious.
I don't.
There's a guy from New Zealand who holds an American flag in Ottawa. And I'm not kidding.
No.
I've seen it on my live stream.
There's a New Zealand guy. I've seen a few people go in there.
It's so great.
Weird.
Why is she still on here? Get her out of here.
No, it's a delay in the stuff, and it's just you and I can see it. Yeah, that's all. It's just you and me. So
sorry, guys.
So these guys are just absolutely twisted in regards to everything else going on there. I can't even deal. But let's go around to some of the different sections of the country and see how it went. So we got New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. They did some stuff down there. RC carbon tax, and let's take a peek.
was that? Like 30 cars?
30 cars
on both sides, like
on
all
both sides.
together.
Both sides.
That's even worse than Ottawa.
Oh, we'll get to Ottawa.
Yeah, we will. But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, no,
30
it's 30 cars on both sides.
Who was that? New Brunswick and
That was New Brunswick.
No, just New Brunswick. Okay, 30 for New Brunswick. All right.
Yeah. So, and then we can move over to St. Catharines. Which St. Catharines, we've got people like Busy Ranks that was going out there. And with Crystal Peters. And apparently with 83 other people, but not that many. I did not get the follow-up message I wanted to get with this because I can tell you a little bit more. So Desi Ranks, Mr. Freedom, all went to St. Catharines to go protest the carbon tax.
Didn't he have a
not blocking any border? It's St. Catharines.
Yeah.
So it's blocking a
road. Didn't even spell it properly, the dummy.
No, Catherine. That is the correct spelling for.
Oh, then it was her that didn't spell it properly.
Yeah. No. It was Desi that didn't spell it properly.
Okay, Desi.
Yeah. So, yeah. So the St. Catharines. Mr. Freeman is correct on the St. Catharines spelling.
Right. Except for
I
the
was
Saint
corrected
part,
when I
whatever.
spelled it wrong.
The Saint part is not spelled right. It's a capital S. Anyways.
But yeah, we will be prostrating on the Lake St. Bridge. So they went down there, and last I heard, and I did not get this ready. I apologize, but last I checked from Cookie Lady, dear old Crystal has been live streaming.
I know, I saw it, and I loved it.
From her car.
From her car. It was a really great live stream because all you could see is her mouth moving, but you couldn't fucking hear a goddamn thing. It was great.
Oh, really?
Yes.
She never sounded better.
8 minutes of no sound, and she didn't even read any of. Everybody was just like, no sound. And she's looking down, but she was obviously just looking at her own damn self. But yeah,
sounds about right.
And then she ended the live stream, and nobody knew what the fuck she said. It was fantastic.
So, it was great.
It was really good, and it wasn't because I didn't have my earbuds in here. Like everybody legitimately said they couldn't hear her.
So it wasn't you this time, is what you're saying?
It wasn't me. It was totally.
Okay, all right.
I was looking.
No
I was
question.
like doing the microphone thing a couple times, and I started seeing the messages, and I'm like, ah.
I could see you laughing. Yeah. I could see you laughing for sure.
And then I fast forward it really quickly till the end because I'm like, I'm not going to watch 8 minutes of her not having sound. So I just wanted to see if she figured it out. And I went right to the end, and she hadn't figured it out. So it was really great.
For 8 minutes, she rambled on to herself.
Yeah, something like that. 8 or 10
Fucking
minutes.
Hilarious.
It was great.
We moved from St. Catharines, where she's, again, apparently she's still sort of camped out in her car, or living in her car, take your pick of terminology there, in silence.
In silence.
And we move over to St. Catharines. Sorry, move over to St. John's. Wrong Saint.
I just want to say, though, that Josh Bigger did a rant, was very upset with everybody. The conservative women are just as bad because they were complaining to him about his memes and shit like that. And he doesn't believe them that they have 3 jobs and that they don't have time to come out and protest. Like, he totally railed on them. It was hilarious, actually, because he's a fucking piece of shit.
Oh,
yeah.
Poor Mr. Bigger.
Poor Josh. Poor Mr. Freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, conservative women. How free do you feel now that your conservative men left you with your children and all the bills to pay?
True. All right.
Those
over to St. John's to Ms. Dana Raven Metcalf and her participation in the event.
Hey everyone, I am on site in St. John's, Newfoundland Confederation Building. We did have an open conversation with our police liaison about not bringing horses, and yeah, they brought them. So we were told that they were supposed to be pulled out so that it didn't intimidate the public. And maybe one of these people were one of the ones that trampled down everybody last time. So we're gonna wait for the volume to get here.
Who is
and
anyway?
Lieutenant said that he was gonna put these horses away, and they're still here. And they just told us that we couldn't have any fire barrels, but like they're not giving us anything. They think a peaceful protest means we're all gonna sit on the lawn. That's not the case. And yeah, so I'm gonna go introduce myself. Hi guys. I talked to your lieutenant, and he said that they were going to put these horses in the back. Have you heard anything from him? Because we're trying not to intimidate the general public, right? They have a right to peacefully protest. Yeah, because the lieutenant said that they were supposed to be put away. Because it's a trigger after what happened a couple of weeks ago, right? For everybody. I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. But I'm saying that when these guys come out and people are hungry and they're desperate and they're fighting for their living, it causes them to have anxiety and causes them to be reactive. I don't want you guys to get hurt. I don't want these people to get hurt. And as long as they're just left alone with their little signs on the side of the road, all will be well. So my advice is, like the lieutenant said, my police liaison, Charles, I think his last name might be Tobin, said that you guys wouldn't even be here today, that there was no reason for you to be here today. So then I show up and you guys are here. You know, it's intimidating and it's scary. Like, we're going to have children with us today.
Children love horses.
You know? And I know you guys have a job to do, but I will tell you that if you guys decide that you're going to go through the crowd, I'm going to put everybody on their knees and they're going to chant shame. And then if you continue, if anybody gets hurt, it's on you guys, because that's our plan. You won't be met with opposition. If you run through the crowd today, you're going to run through the crowd of a bunch of innocent people on their knees.
Crowd? What is she fucking
So I wish you the best of luck today. I hope we have a peaceful protest and that you guys don't have to be ordered to do something that goes against your morals and your values. Because you know that this carbon tax affects your ability to eat as well.
Make her shut up.
Because I know my friends in the military are at food banks. So I wish you the best of luck.
Giddy up.
If you need to find me, my name is Deana. I'm not here to cause any trouble. I'm not the organizer. Blame Pierre Poilievre. He's the one that called for this protest on Ground Zero. But please be mindful that these guys have families and they're hungry and they're tired and they're beaten down by this government. So have a good day. Thank you.
Dramatic, crazy, fucking lunatic.
So yeah, there's that. There's the police is already making they made a bunch of promises to us about things that they weren't going to do, because I told them, I said, when you bring out the horses, it's going to be a very intimidating experience for everybody.
2 fucking
and
horses,
here we are. So we need everybody today to make their way to the Confederation building. This is very important because it's power in numbers, and they don't want us to do anything. They don't want anybody to show up. They don't want us to have any music. They don't want any of these things. So until we get a nice solid crew here, we're going to have to be half peaceful, but it looks like it's filling up. And I love you guys, and we'll see you soon.
Looks like it's filling up, you lying sack of shit. Fuck, they're so... Oh my God, I can't even. That was torture.
So I did have some other videos for her. I didn't get a chance to download them. I'm going to say they probably weren't great. And the reason why I say that is because before I had a chance to download them, they were removed.
Her videos? Yeah, because she's a liar and she was found out, and how embarrassing for her.
So I'm going to probably believe Lady Blownoser being in the area, maybe not in Newfoundland, but at least in the right part of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. In regards to, and it's not so much.
They outnumbered the horses 5-1. They had the numbers. They had the numbers.
5 people per horse. Not a problem. They can totally do it. And I totally believe it also because not just for that, but also because
The crowd, she says. I hope you don't run the horses through the crowd. You couldn't even make a fucking family barbecue worth of people come to your stupid protest.
it's usually the amount of people she gets out there anyways.
That's an embarrassing conversation to have after the fact. Like, she must be so embarrassed that she had that conversation with them, as if like hundreds of people were going to show up or something like that. Yeah.
Well, she said it with her full chest. We're going to have an army and it's going to be all the Canadians here in Newfoundland, right here on the rock. We're going to be all filling up the entire
I know
park.
so many people in the military who are going to the food bank right now. Like, I'm going to throw out everybody. You should feel like, oh my God. Oh, damn. She's so stupid. God, they're just, man, this is emotional. I don't know if I should. They're low-hanging fruit. Sometimes I'm like, man, should I be making fun of these people? Like, is it wrong to make fun of these people because they're like that? They're not even, no, they're fucking bigots.
Yeah.
It's okay to make fun of these people. I'll keep keeping on. Fuck, she's an idiot. That was torture. That was goddamn torture. Next.
No, absolutely. No, she's not.
I called her crow because somebody called her crow, but it's much better because crows are smart. Crows are amazing. And maybe vultures are too, but I think she's a vulture. So I think she shouldn't be called raven. She shouldn't be called crow. She is a vulture. Okay, everyone? Starting now.
Here we go.
Vulture.
Deana, bequeath it.
Bequeathed.
Bequeathed. There we go. Now we move out of the rock and over to Alberta.
Horses. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Just remember the horses, and then I'll tell you when we get to Ottawa. Go. I'm sorry.
All right. And now we're going to Cochrane. And I can tell you more about Cochrane, but you know what? We're going to let our friends George and Ron discuss it with you guys.
Damn it.
We're talking with the liaison officers and stuff. We're going to do everything really safe here. It's a very busy spot. I'm just going to spin it around for you. Just kind of show you what's going on right now. I had a good chat with the liaison officers. It's a very busy spot here. As you can see, there's a massive intersection back here. There's the store. And we got trucks coming in and out. It's an actual truck stop. So we got a few obstacles here to keep everybody safe, but we're working it out. And you can see we're so full on this side now. We're starting to move all the vehicles over there too. We got a porta potty on the other side. One of them so far.
I remember the porta potty. Ow!
And there hasn't been any blockage yet. We're actually waiting on a quote for some proper signage, like legal freeway signage with blinking arrow and stuff. As you can see, this highway is very busy here, so yeah, it's always a busy intersection, but we're gonna work the cops. We're going to take the lane over on foot with all our flags, keep the vehicles off it for today, pinch it down, hand out flyers and stuff, do what we can. But there's quite a few people that showed up, guys.
Obviously something's up. Here's westbound traffic. You see what they did?
What did they do?
They blocked all the traffic up there and rerouted them into Cochrane.
Why is that a problem?
I'm standing
they
on the
wanted to block off the highway. They got what they wanted, right?
We're paying these police officers across the field to come over and beat the shit out of us. Just saying, guys, if you want change, we have to be the change. That's the only way we're going to make a difference, is coming together. But they have us right where they want us, working to death.
On the highway?
And you can't miss a day's pay because you're going to fall behind so far and you're going to lose stuff.
Lose it.
just fucking sad to see that.
It is sad to see.
What? That they're standing there?
And they said they don't know where these guys.
But the highway's behind the cops.
I
So
know.
like
What is the issue?
they're blocking an on ramp. It's pretty much the best I think they're doing, or service road.
Pierre Polyev told us to do this. Right? Hey, we're just doing what Pierre Polyev told us to do. He said it himself, so talk to him. Don't forget what he said.
What did he say?
Pierre Polyev told us to do this. So, here we are. $23% more on absolutely everything we consume. Can you guys afford that? Are your salaries that good? Because if they are, man, I guess I better become a cop.
23%.
But I don't think they are. On everything you consume, all gets transported by a truck.
All right.
Yep.
Their whole goal was to block the highway.
Yeah.
So the police did it for them. Why are they pissed off? They wanted to people got upset.
They wanted to do it.
They disrupted it though. They made everybody have to detour into Cochrane. Why are they so pissed off about it? They did it. It was them who did it. I don't
So now they're blocking this service road beside a fucking truck stop. And they've been there for I think 2 or 3 days now.
And why are they pissed off at the police for standing between them and the highway to make sure nobody does anything fucking stupid like running the goddamn highway? I don't understand what the problem. And then they they take shots of these police officers and post them all over the internet. For what? For what?
Yeah.
What?
It's like,
what
we need to identify all these police officers. No, you don't.
But why? I get being I have no love for cops. Okay. It's not even about, it's just you have to have an actual reason to be pissed off. You got what you wanted. You wanted to disrupt. You wanted to shut down the highway. You shut down the portion of the highway that you could occupy because the cops rerouted people. You disrupted. That is the fucking point. Is it not? How fucking stupid are these people? And then they're so pissed off that the cops are standing there doing absolutely nothing. They're literally 20 feet away from them, maybe 40. I'm not really good at that sort of math or whatever, distance perception, whatever it is. They were far, far away from them. What is the problem? Please, somebody help me understand why these guys are pissed off when they accomplished what they were trying to accomplish. Anyone? Any fucking one. They drive me nuts. They're so fucking stupid. It pisses me right the fuck off, as you can see.
Couldn't tell.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong at all. Because these guys, again, it goes back to the point of
they don't know what they're doing.
No, they don't. They don't even know why they're doing it or whatnot. This is the second, I don't know if you caught this, but this is the second video clip where we're hearing them Pierre Polyev sent us out here to do this.
Yeah. How?
Really?
I'd love to hear the conversations you guys had with Pierre Polyev.
Yeah, because none of his public messaging said to do any of this particular stuff. You just did this on your own and saying that Pierre directed you to do it. Pierre has completely washed his hands of it.
Okay, well, I don't remember
any
his
shit
words.
Do you
mind telling me what his words were?
Yeah.
Please.
Any shit that happens to you guys, he's not going to care about it.
Right. He won't care.
No.
Maybe he'll give you donuts for your hard efforts. Maybe he'll give you donuts.
Only if you get more than 20 people to show up.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Speaking of somebody who might have gotten those donuts, there was somebody else at that particular one on Cochrane. A gentleman by Mr. Bauda.
Bauda. It's Bauda, you fool. Bauda.
Bauda hasn't been very renowned because he hasn't been doing too much. So this gets kind of entertaining. Renowned? Yeah. Well,
this video I saw.
He's not quite as renowned.
What do we got going on here?
We got some wonderful glasses and shirts. Hats. No farmers, no food hats.
Look at that Unity. I like that one.
That one's a great one, isn't it?
No food. That one's a good one.
We have some from the Unity Convoy 2023.
But there's more colors of the...
Awesome. So where is this proceeds going to?
Us?
To you guys?
Yeah.
Perfect. Nothing wrong with that?
Proceeds go to?
I don't ask for proceeds. I'm James Botter, so I have not asked for a dime from anybody. At all.
And what do you do then?
You should ask this lady what I do. This lady wants to know what I do.
Last time I saw him was his testimony at the National Citizens Inquiry.
If you don't know my name, maybe she can tell you who I am. She doesn't know what I do.
So, Mr. Botter is instrumental in helping the country come together.
Oh, good.
I'm the founder of the Freedom Convoy, folks. I'm facing 15 years in jail. I've got a $400 million lawsuit on my butt, and I did start the convoy out of Calgary in August of 2021. I did 75 consecutive convoys in a row all across Canada, putting in all the back-end legwork to get this country to come together for Ottawa. So does that answer your question?
Well, good for you is all I can say. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So there you go.
I don't know. Let me go check with the Crown if that answers their question.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I'm like, because
he just really wanted to get laid. That was totally what was happening right there.
Well, I heard he was single. There was a video that went around
single,
there.
Not single. Fucking cares. He still wants to get laid. Ladies.
Yeah. It was
convoy.
And it's.
I'm the mastermind.
I just remember seeing this particular video because he was doing. Yeah, here it is.
Don't you know me?
But it's one of those. I just gonna bring a screenshot of it here.
Ask this lady. Okay, wait. This lady didn't do a good enough job. Let me tell you who I am.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happened right there.
But you remember what James Botter looks like, right?
I do. I certainly do. I almost made him cry.
So this is what he looks like now. I don't remember that hair color.
No, that was not the hair color. For sure it wasn't. It was definitely gray.
No, and there's in the video if you watch it,
like hairs that might have been brown, like 1 or 2, 3, 4, like scattered around, but it was definitely gray.
So it's definitely some just
mine is gray. It
going
won't
on.
be gray for long. I'll be dyeing my hair soon.
It's I got the gray beard. There's nothing wrong with so much with the aging, but it's just like that is a very harsh color.
Yeah.
Like
mine's gonna be blue and purple and stuff. Whatever, I don't give a shit if he dyes his hair. He just he still looks like a loser, and he is a loser. So
he's but he's the freedom. He's as he puts it, and as I'm sure it's gonna be read into the court transcripts. He is the founder of the Freedom Convoy. So that's going to be interesting. 15 years in jail. That's kind of entertaining.
That's kind of entertaining for sure. 50, and then he's like, I planned 75 convoys. Like he just kept going. He just kept piling it on. Was that before or after?
It totally felt to me like I did all these awards, like like an old retired hockey guy or sports guy. It's like I'm all this stuff. Ladies, enjoy.
Does that answer your question?
Moving on to our last location, the city of Ottawa, with the footage provided by some wonderful lady right over there.
What? Oh yeah, God, I'm sorry, it's a little bit long, but there was so many good parts.
We still have some extra clips after that too.
Okay.
What's happening in the rest of Canada, you guys? Are they pulling out millions of people
There are millions of them here. They've blocked Wellington Street, you guys. They've shut it down. Well, the sidewalk. They shut it down.
Keep the children safe. Stop sending them videos and clips to show them how to masturbate at 6 years old, Deana.
What are you talking about right now in front of children? What are you talking about right now in front of children? What did you just say in front of children? What are you talking about right now in front of children? Look how close she's getting.
Get the fucking camera off my face.
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch.
Right, ask the fucking tax.
Do you approve of swearing in front of your kids?
Do you approve of
Do you approve of swearing in front of your kids?
I most definitely do if it's to
You do? Yay! She does. You heard it for your first, you guys. It's okay.
You like following your mommy around?
She's talking to Camilla.
Why are you talking to my kid, you dumb bitch?
She's bullying my daughter.
Don't talk to my kid. Don't fucking talk to my kid. Oh, don't talk to my kid, bitch. Don't talk to my kid, bitch.
What you gonna do?
Don't talk to my kid,
Why don't
bitch.
you do something good with her?
Don't talk. Like what?
She
She doesn't speak to
teach
you,
her how to
bitch.
speak?
Not to you,
Teach her how to
bitch.
speak? Yeah?
What an idiot, eh?
Teach her how to
Fuck,
brush
she's
her
dumb. Soon. And so... Did you just call my daughter trash? You're calling a 10-year-old trash? You just called my 10-year-old trash. You're garbage, man. What a garbage woman you are. That lady.
Videoing kids.
I was videoing that lady. Is she a kid? Does that look like a kid to you?
Kid right there.
And? Who cares?
All these kids at the protest, you guys. Dragging
They're
them
in
to the
public.
protest.
Yeah.
Why don't you take a walk?
No, I'm... Freedom!
Fuck Trudeau!
Freedom!
Fuck Trudeau!
Oh, she's swearing in front of her kids, you guys! Oh my God! Let's throw a moral panic! Let's throw a moral panic! Ah!
Jesus.
Why did it stop there?
That's as much as I had. That's what I got.
Oh, there was so much more.
I thought so.
I told you it was 10 minutes. Are you sure?
That's all I got, unfortunately. That's all that came across.
You had to see where they got all fucking confused and shit.
I know.
Just a minute. Can I still give it to you? What other clips do you have?
So, well, I mean, we got that. I've got a couple others that we can go there if you can. If you want to try to send the other one to me, that works.
Just give me a second.
In the interim, I mean, we've got a couple of ridiculous
Oh
things.
yeah,
From,
why did that only give you that much? Oh my lord, I don't even know if I can get it back. No, 8 minutes and 31. What the hell? You're gonna have to fast forward 2 minutes of it, if that's
I can do
the
that.
case. Okay, so
I can do that. In the interim, I will show the audience one particular video, which is not going to be in the other 6 minutes coming up in a moment. This particular child.
You belong in the dumpster, Justin Trudeau! Parents, kids! Who hates him? We do! Trudeau's gotta go! Yeah! Trudeau's gotta go! Trudeau's gotta go!
So.
Oh, this is the one right here. I sent you the wrong one.
Well, there you go. Send me the correct one, then we'll go from there. Anyway, so that particular video clip, I think, is indoctrination.
Absolutely.
So let's be honest here. The child does not understand what the carbon tax is. Definitely not from the parents, because they don't understand what the carbon tax is. They don't understand much of science. And so this child is just parroting wherever the parents is telling them to parrot.
It's gross.
It is. It absolutely is. And, you know, although other people have commented on Deana and her child using sound devices, nobody's commenting on this child using sound devices. I just want to point that out.
None. And children swearing. Hey, you can play that other clip too while I get this.
Yes, I can absolutely do that.
Yeah, because all this stuff happened before what I'm going to show you. So
that's true. And yeah, and so parenting, because again, this side likes to comment on parenting, including, you know, like, you know, how they feel that people should be not only just not letting their children swear or using sound devices, but also, you know, people should be on the best behaviors and not being violent. And so especially in front of
Did
children.
that kid just say that? That kid just yelled that. And she's trying to get that kid to say it. Oh my. You just got a kid to do that?
You drive with your kids.
My daughter doesn't swear. I can swear. I'm an adult. Like I can smoke. She can't smoke. You just got a kid to do that. Dude. Eat shit. Got that kid to say eat shit. And then she tried to get this little kid to say it. It's really bad. She did. You didn't see that? Yes. No. It's on here. She went Majamel, then she handed this. Very good. Yeah. You did.
Come near my child. She's coming near my child. She's coming near my child. You just have to start stuff, don't you?
Fuck you. She did it.
Come near my child. Come near my
child. Don't lie. You put the microphone to the kid.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
It is absolutely crazy what they say to me and how much they give themselves room for everything else too. Like, yeah. Can you check your share doc just while we're talking?
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
Okay, I think I sent it to you. But yeah, it's 100% hypocritical, all of it. I did not do the megaphone battle, but I think everybody has seen that. It says shared with one person. I think everybody was able to see that. It's just so hypocritical. The fact that, they're complaining about whistles and coming closer to the whistle, and it's okay to have horns for 3 weeks at 150 decibels nonstop. That's not torture. That's not assault, they said. Like, all of these things. And now it's just, this is why I go out, because it's like the hypocrisy is real, yo. Like, it's so
weird.
And the fact that they fight each other too. I mean, whatever. Oh, sorry, Jin. I didn't mean to scare you. I scared my cat. She was sleeping, and I
stop scaring the cat.
The table startled her. Deana started a cat fight. Speaking of cats,
it totally did. I mean, like, you're clearly like it was you. Your presence just gets people apparently upset. Mostly the right wing.
I honestly thought that woman was okay with it. I'm like, because they're all smiling and happy, and I'm like, she sees the microphone go to her kid, and I'm like, what is happening here?
Well, as soon as she grabbed the microphone,
the adults swearing, but trying to get all the kids to swear. Like, what level of hypocrisy have we reached?
Up to that point, I'm just like, all right, these are just trashy people. All right, cool. But then suddenly, I'm like, she grabs the microphone, she checks on the ground. I'm like, all right, well, now we're okay. Now we're about to get spicy here. Like, as soon as I saw that,
she might not be a chud, so I kept the phone off of her. Because if she wanted to kick the fuck out of that girl, go. Like, I don't need to
no, she was totally chudding.
on that. And then
like, everything about that was just reading chud. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I thought about it, and I'm like, no, chud. This is chud.
Oh, totally chud. Totally chud.
Just insanity.
Is the file still sending? Perhaps?
Oh, come on. Really?
Possibly.
Doesn't say it is. It said I've shared it. And I tried to share it again. Preparing download again. Oh, that's downloading, but I wanted to share it. Okay. I don't know, dude. Makes me sad.
I know. I mean, so preparing here. I mean, So these guys are still going to be going around right now. There's still a couple of areas that they still have some protests going on. I mean, you've got dear old Crystal Peters fighting the good fight on some side of road, sleeping in a car. Not a major artery or anything, but just some sort of small place on the outside of St. Catharines. Sleeping in a car. Not sure what the protest exactly is, but good on her.
Crystal.
We got these guys in Cochrane where they're sleeping on the side of the road, on that service road beside the highway now, to give it to people. And again, they're gonna be flying some flags. They're gonna be there for a while. Not sure how long Ron and George are gonna be there, but based on past performance, I'm sure there's gonna be some sort of household emergency that needs to be repaired soon enough.
Okay. I'm going to send it to you by email. I'm going to send it to you actually in Messenger.
All right.
No, I'm not. Email.
Either way. Technical difficulties you tried to solve beforehand, but unfortunately,
sorry, guys.
Rush for all this. So yeah, these guys are going to be camping the cars, but again, I got the feeling this is going to be. I want to predict that by the end of the week, starting by next week, most of these areas are going to be cleared out. And it's not so much the police has cleared them out; it's just they've all just gone home. There's not a big, large group there to keep them there, and the more the people disappear, the more they'll leave. So they're gonna need money. Oh, cool. I got something from you now.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
I got it. All right. There we go. Yeah, I've got a couple of things from.
So the last one we just watched was 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah. So I'm going to see what
that shit.
There we go. I'm going to play directly from the browser.
Oh no, you want to start? Oh, the one that I sent you. You want to start at the beginning. I sent you the wrong one in the first place. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. That one was going to be posting a little bit later. How dumb.
All right. Oh shit! I can't do it this way because I'm a dum-dum.
Yeah. So just play that one. That one's the good one.
Okay. Give me a second here.
Sent you the wrong one. So now I don't have to post that one. At least.
That's true.
I wanted to post the hypocrisy. More hypocrisy.
I need to go find where the file is. Here. And you know what? Let me give you guys the file.
Oops.
Now they have started their march. It's going to be hard to get a count, you guys. They're splitting up. That's the shortcut? We'll take the shortcut if that's a shortcut. I think that's a shortcut. Where are we going? We're going to McDonald Cartier Bridge, everybody. This is where supposedly there are tractors on the bridge. Guys, the carbon tax people are blocking the bike path. They're shutting down the bike path.
Hey, hey! Go, go! Justin Trudeau, just go!
Millions, guys, millions. There are millions of them. They're shutting down the bike lanes, you guys, in protest of the carbon tax.
Oh, this is so cool.
See, the carbon tax is already changing your behavior, Smoothie. You're going to be healthier. There's a massive crowd behind me. Massive.
50 people.
There were dozens. Dozens. I want to see these tractors that I don't see. Let's get numbers. It's going to be huge. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. 94, 98. There might be 100 people here, you guys. Oh, there's more coming. Okay, hold on. Let's say we're at 105, okay? Let's just say we're at 105. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's say 100. Are those people with them? Yeah, oh, there's more coming. Okay, we're at 111. Yeah, there's more coming. There's a whole other dozen of them coming. We might get up to 130, guys. I don't know what to say yet. What about 80? 113. Are you guys with them? Okay, 115. 116, 117. 118, 119. He doesn't think he's the minority? You're at 119, buddy. I have to count in rows for the Palestinian protests. I'm actually counting by twos for this one. 121, 122, 124, 126, 128, 130. There's going to be more than 130, guys. Here it comes. 130 so far. 133, 134. We're at 134. 135. 136, 137, 138. 139, 140, 141.
Scream.
140, 142, 143, 144. I don't know if bring bad guys with them, so I haven't counted him. 145. Guys, we didn't even break 150.
There's more coming.
Okay.
Keep counting.
You're almost at 1 million. So we were at 145. 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. Okay, 160, we'll say. 160, you guys. But yeah, we've got 160. If we want to be extra nice, just in case, they're at 170. We got to go see who they're meeting up with, though. There might be people that they're meeting up with, so they might actually break 200, you guys. Turn around, she said. They are going the wrong way, you guys. Where are you guys going? What happened?
You go and phone your boss, ask Trudeau, he'll tell you.
What happened? Where are you guys going?
Ask Trudeau, he'll tell you.
Other bridge.
Oh, you went to the wrong bridge. Oh, shit.
That's true. That's not the bridge they were supposed to go to.
Way? Did Trudeau tell you to go this way? Is it Trudeau's fault you went the wrong way? Ah, shit. Damn it, Trudeau. Why you gotta be like that?
So there's no one down there, you think?
There is no trucks anywhere.
Okay. Because I saw the 75 tractor this morning, but I don't know.
Liar. I was there this morning, remember?
With them. I don't know where they... Why don't we ask the police officer just for, normal response? Is there some...
No, so don't be discouraged.
Okay, guys, as we can know, the police officer right there just told us one thing. They cleared all the 75 tractors from downtown,
75,
from wherever.
Yeah, sure.
What's your bridge again?
Yeah.
Ambassador Bridge.
I'm going to have an Arrested Development moment right now as the narrator. There were no tractors.
There were no tractors. Wait, it's coming. The narrator is coming.
Oh, is he?
Be busy today. Toronto with Monsieur Trudeau is going to be busy today. We want to axe the tax because it makes no sense, guys.
This is the consolation prize. Why are you guys upset?
Left bridge too is big. Okay. So, like I say, we represent Ottawa. As we can see.
Okay. I also want to pause this because I just realized they're protesting the carbon tax in front of the Museum of Civilization.
Yes, they are.
They're in front of a museum. On the Gatineau side.
They don't know where to go. They're confused. They saw a tractor, one tractor with 2 Canada flags, and then a truck behind it, thinking that was the row of tractors, and it was actually construction workers because there's construction going on there, and that's why they went the wrong way, because somebody looked and like, tractor! I think that's what happened. I wasn't at the front, but I'm pretending I'm 5 years old again. And trying to think that the way that they think.
They're thinking the way they do. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. That's what I think happened.
Camilla's looking at these guys like, you guys are just...
Oh, it's hilarious,
the
shit that she said. Half of it's not in there. This guy's pissed. The guy that's in the frame there, he's just like, come on, guys, we're here. Like, I don't care what everybody else is doing around Canada. We're here. Like, let's do something.
Let's do something with the museum. All right, let's see what's going on here.
We still have some people here in Ottawa, and I'm still very, very proud of all of you that stand up. But again, like always, we are not able to do our things. Why? Because they're scared. Scared of what?
Oh, wait a second. I need to screenshot that guy for later for some other people. I think I know who that guy is.
They have it already. Don't worry. I took care of that when I was.
No, I know. I think I know who that guy is.
Yeah.
In Ottawa, and I'm still very, very proud of all of you that stand up.
I'll get you a
But
better.
again, like always, we are not able to do our things. Why? Because they're scared. Scared of what? Scared of this. Scared of this. Scared of
there's 75 tractors here that you guys cleared out. He's like,
but at least we want to.
There's your narrator.
Now we could. I don't know what people want to do, but from here we can. I don't know.
Saying that they are over there. So we have people here saying that they're over there, but that the cop just said that all the farmers left. Yeah. So we're gonna go, and if they're not there, they're not there.
Hey, just to give you a quick
This
heads
is
up,
Eli,
I
right?
did look down the road there. These are nice binoculars. They're good. There's not jack shit parked down there. The traffic is open on the bridge. If you want to walk on that bridge, go ahead, but you're just going to be sucking in car fumes.
They want to run our country, you guys.
Convoy again.
These guys want to fucking run our country. They don't know how to run this protest. You guys sure you're ready to run the country? Are you sure? Are you sure you're ready to run the country? Are you sure?
One way, guys.
Oh, Carl.
Are you guys sure you're ready to run the country? Are you sure? Are you sure you're ready to take over?
Alexa keeps calling me and I can't answer because I'm live streaming.
Alexa wants to know where all the tractors are. Where are all the tractors? Look, you guys, shutting it down. Shutting down the entire intersection for a whole light change.
You got your steps in that day, didn't you?
I totally did. Lipstick on. Look, they're social distancing, everybody.
Awesome.
So they found the tractors? No.
No, they just stopped at the border of Canada, Gatineau and Ottawa, and did whatever this
What is this?
An empty road. Probably 10 cars drove by that whole entire time.
Don't scare me like that. You're saying you're the future of our children. They have a recording of a horn. They have no tractors here. No, stop. We're gonna put out the truth, you guys. There were millions! Millions! So proud of you guys. I'm so proud.
It was really funny.
Oh my god.
It was great.
I think you need to release that one for sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
You're gonna have to. You do it. I don't have Twitter.
I can
Blue
take care of it.
anymore.
I can clean it. I can.
And I don't have a credit card, so I'm not renewing my Twitter Blue until I decide that I'm ready for a credit card.
I'll slap it onto my logo, and I'll slap on our logo, and then pop it out there.
Do it.
Done.
I'll
Consider
retweet it.
For sure.
Otherwise, I'd have to break it up into chunks, and I don't want to do that.
No, I can do a single chunk. I can do the whole thing. Let me take care of it. That's my strong part. I can do that.
But it was so friggin' funny.
Jesus Christ,
In the
what?
live, you'll
How
hear
do you keep a
the
straight face with
crazy
these guys?
purple-haired lady go
Yeah.
on about how the reason why the tractors aren't there is because we're in a lockdown because this is the nation's capital. Like, I ended up cutting that out because I'm like, holy crap, like there's just too much, and she's just rambling. Anyway, hilarious.
So she's trying to tell us how the nation's capital works.
No, that they're locked down. That's why the tractors couldn't get in, and they're lying about these 75 tractors. There's no fucking. You guys know. All of you know. I think I had like 40 people watching the first stream where nothing happened. I was just walking back and forth on the bridge, around the bridge, trying to figure out where everybody was, and all I saw was cops. Like,
well, the cops were all out there in force, trying to, getting ready because again, the cops were aware of this because again, these guys published all locations. Yeah, they knew all the locations, everything else, so they were all watching it. And I know Ottawa cops were obviously there and whatnot. And I'm going to put my money that cops on the Quebec side were probably there just in case.
Yeah, we had two noticeable convoy vehicles drive by and 3 people standing there waiting when I had first arrived at like 8 something, 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
nobody was there, nothing. So nice fucking try, Mathieu. I didn't show up to the hill until I don't even know, like 10 something, because finally it was just like, okay, well, let's go to the hill because clearly they keep changing the time. First they said 8, then they said 9, then they said 10, then they said fucking 11.
Yeah, we're gonna go when the people show up. Showing up. But they had that big strong million there. So
yeah, 170 is what I allowed them to have. They didn't have 170. I even
just rounded up to $1 million. That's good.
It was hilarious. It was worse than the national shutdown. The pleb was like, what did he say? Like, I couldn't even believe that he showed up. Remember, we talked about this. We didn't think he was coming because of how shitty the national shutdown was. Yeah,
no, he showed up. He probably figured there's going to be a little bit more because there was a bit of a tie-in with the Conservative Party and everything else. But, yeah. It turned out exactly the way it was going to be, which was not really good.
Yeah.
So.
Womp,
Anyways,
womp.
Womp, womp. Well, that's it for us.
Yeah. Sorry. We're
definitely run over quite a bit, but again, it was a combination of a lot of stuff to go through, and as well as we started a little bit late because of technical difficulties. Because 2 weeks and I completely forgot how to do a stream. So totally me.
I now know how to do CapCut on the computer, though. I really good at it on the phone, but.
Yeah, you can do CapCut on the computer. I still think I want to get you to try using
DaVinci.
DaVinci, but just because DaVinci is so much, it can do everything, and it's so much easier. It's so much more powerful.
All right.
You get all sorts of cool stuff. Till then, don't forget we are still fundraising for this guy, and any donations going in between now and the the end of April are going to be doubled. So please,
Joe is doubling it.
I am doubling it. So please throw it in there up to $2,000. Please throw it in there before the end of April. So let's go help Danny out.
Let's do it.
As well as don't forget to join us not only next week as we come back, but also this Friday as we're resuming spaces. We did take the last week off, both technical and as well as a long weekend, but this weekend we'll be back and we'll be continuing on as well as discussing what's going on with the continuing on the carbon tax as well as other things. Remember, you're the focus on the Friday nights. I also have game night, and also on Monday I will be trying to stream the Eclipse. Hopefully everything goes through. I will be giving you guys more information. If you guys want a live stream to go check it out, I'll be providing information in regards to it.
Nice.
Till then, thanks for coming out.
Good night, everyone.
Great night.
Allô? Allô, Denis?
עורב!
היי!
אנרכיסט! הלו!
מה זה?
עזוב את הדגל, בחייאת! אני בשוק. עורב! עורב, מה? אני בהלם. אני בשוק.
فلسطيني 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 أنا اللي اسمي يكفيني
أنا الصامد على أرضي ورافع على السما جبيني
فلسطيني فلسطيني